Hey, how y'all doing? This is Laquan Mitchell with the Acceleration Network. I just wanted to bring a message today about financial literacy, pretty much learning on assets and liabilities. And I want to make a comparison which will help you to understand this. You can't do math if you don't know addition or subtraction or multiplication, nor can you box if you don't know anything about a 1-2 or a hook or a jab or how to duck or slip. Or you can't play Monopoly if you don't know the rules of the game. So you got to know the rules. You got to know the basic principles, the language of whatever game or sport you playing to win. You can't win any sport or you can't win in any game if you don't know the basic rules or the basic language or dictionary of that sport or of that game, or you're gonna lose. It's like playing the game and someone read the manuscript and they know all about it. They know all about the game, and you play the game and you never read the manuscript. You don't know anything about the game. That person is gonna take you out so easily, and that's what I want to compare money literacy to. A lot of us have no clue how money works. We don't even know what backs money. We have no clue about money. And therefore we lose in the game of life in so many aspects, because money actually is the currency, the exchange to be able to do what you want to do, to have the freedom that you want to have in life, to be able to travel or spend extra time with your kids or be able to help other people or take care of your parents. So money is very important. We're not to love money, but money is very important. It's a great servant, but a terrible master. So what am I saying? You got to be educated concerning finances. Finances is very important in life. It's very important. A lot of people say, oh, money don't mean nothing. No, that's a lie. It's very important. Without money, you really can't do anything. Without money, you can't get your kids the education they need, the health care they need, the freedom. Money is necessary. It's much needed. So you have to be educated, and you got to know the language. You got to know the dictionary. You got to know the rules of engagement concerning money. So I just want to give a couple basic principles concerning money. Number one, what's the difference between an asset and a liability? A lot of us have no clue. We just think an asset is our house or just something that we got sitting somewhere that's paid off. And a lot of us just think a liability is it's just my car or my cell phone bill or something like that. But really, if you can truly understand what an asset is and what a liability is, and the rules of engagement to become wealthy concerning money, then you can learn how to play the game. And you can actually learn how to become wealthy and stop losing in the area of finances, which will actually help you in many areas of your life. So first of all, I'm going to break it down to you what a liability is, because a liability is what you want to limit. It's what you want to learn to stop creating so much of until the assets is coming in. Until the money is coming in, you've created enough assets to bring in that revenue to where you can buy what you want. You can own it flat out. So liabilities, the definition of a liability is really a form of debt that's created that takes money out of your pocket. So anything that you buy that's going to constantly take money out of your pocket, month to month, or whether week to week, or year to year, anything that's taking money out of your pocket, that's continually taking money out of your pocket, is a liability. And a lot of poor people have no clue, or middle class people have no clue the difference between an asset and a liability. And the middle class and the poor create liabilities. They create liabilities. Oh, I need to get the nice watch. I need to get the nice chain. I need to have the latest television. I need to have the nice watch, the car, the biggest house. All these things that's taking money out their pocket. So they look good, they look rich, but the truth is they're not rich. They're not wealthy. They look the part, they play the part, they talk the part, they dress the part, but they're not wealthy. And that's the lie that's being portrayed out there on the media. What people don't understand is that's entertainment. That being rich is not having a Ferrari and a Lamborghini and all this nice fancy things and diamonds and gold and everything and 100 rooms in your house. That's not what being rich is about. That's all a facade on television to get you to buy something. That's marketing. The rich don't live like that. They marketing that to you. Half these rappers and actresses and actors don't own any of that stuff. So when you can understand that liabilities is simply something that takes money out of your pocket, and being wealthy is not so you can buy all these liabilities, because liabilities is simply you making somebody else rich. That's how the rich get richer. Literally, you just playing into the trick. Every time you turn on the television, they paying millions of dollars to get a hold of your mind. So the second you get money, the money is spent before you even get the money. Because you saw that new watch, you saw that new purse. Oh man, Beyonce was wearing it. Beyonce didn't buy that, they gave that to her. That's a marketing plan. You gotta understand the way this thing works. And if you understand the way it works, then you're gonna be stuck in a rat race for the rest of your life. And I'm not picking on rappers or picking on anybody in particular or singers or anything. I'm just explaining to you the way it works. When you reach a certain level of success and you have a certain crowd of people, that's the type of people that these companies are going to give their perfume or purses or different products that they're selling to wear on a commercial, to market that to you. So now they can jack up the price because that individual was wearing it who you consider to be successful or famous, and now you'll pay $200 for it because they said it's successful or it's popular or it's what's in, it's the trend. And that's really what it's all about. So liabilities is what you don't want to create. You want to create as least liabilities as possible. You want to begin to learn to understand that the world is pretty much created of assets and liabilities when it comes to the business world. You want to learn to stop being someone who just create liabilities, who just spend. Money is not there to spend, it's there to create and to multiply. And then you can spend some of what's being multiplied. But money is to create and to multiply, and then you can spend after the money is created and multiplied, or else you're just going to continually be broke. Now let me give you the definition of an asset. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, such as real estate. If you have real estate, or if you have stocks, or if you have businesses that's literally bringing revenue to you each month, you have assets. This is what you want to create, and this is the difference between the wealthy and the middle class and the poor. The wealthy creates assets. They're always thinking of different ways of how they can own a new hotel, how they can own an apartment complex, how they can own another investment property to rent out or to flip, to make their money work for them. They're constantly figuring out a way to start a new business that will bring in more revenue for them, which is an asset, or stocks. That's an asset, something that's bringing in revenue to you. That is what it's all about. It's about creating assets. So if you can learn from this day forward to begin to create assets and stop creating liabilities, then you can begin to go up. It's not going to happen overnight becoming wealthy, but once you learn these fundamental principles, then you can understand the basics of money. You can understand the basics of becoming wealthy. But if you have no clue of what an asset is or what a liability is, you're going to be in trouble. And you ain't going to never go up the ladder. You're going to always find yourself going backwards, because you can't just buy liabilities and keep buying it and thinking you're going to become wealthy. It don't matter how much money you make. If you make more money and you buy more liabilities, it don't really matter. You're going to end up in the same boat. You're not really wealthy. So this is the key to success and wealth concerning money. Knowing the difference between an asset and a liability, and becoming asset minded to where you begin to create assets. You have one person, they may have $50,000. They want to go buy a nice car. They want to buy something real nice, this watch. You got another person got $50,000. They're looking for some real estate to buy that's going to bring them in money. And that real estate that they buy that's going to bring them in money, going to constantly bring them in money in which they can use to go buy the watch. And the other individual spent their $50,000 on a watch that depreciated, and that really it was already marked up like 3 times of what it was worth. So they actually lost. So you want to begin to create assets. That's what it's all about. So I just want to hit y'all with those few nuggets. And those are the fundamental principles concerning wealth, assets, and liabilities. Just a couple nuggets that's going to help you out help any beginners out, or just people who are on that road of entrepreneur or financial freedom and success. You have to know these things. You have to know the difference, and you have to learn to create assets, to be asset minded everywhere you go, to begin to see businesses and see that assets are all around you, and learn to look for assets and learn to look for deals to buy assets and to create assets, versus always looking for a deal at Macy's or a different store to buy something that's literally taking money out of your pocket, or to get another credit card that's going to take money out your pocket. So it's very important that you take heed to these principles if you want to become wealthy one day. If you want to hear more about the fundamental principles concerning entrepreneurship or success or motivation, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Acceleration Network. You can also check out my website, accelerationnetwork.com. We're raising up entrepreneurs, successful people. We're raising up multimillionaires, people who are going to be wealthy and financially free, who are going to know how money works and know how it is to be free and to be able to travel and do what you want to do in life. Because that's the way we were created. That's the way it should be. You shouldn't be stuck to a 9 to 5. You should be able to do what you want to do. But it's for those who want this. If you really want it, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be giving out nuggets. I'm also going to be having other 6- and 7-figure income earners speaking, and people who are just going to give wisdom and knowledge concerning finances to get you where you need to be if you're on this journey or you're on this road. And we're definitely humble. We definitely, would love to hear from anybody who says, or feels that they have something to say or something to give concerning knowledge pertaining to wealth or success. You definitely can inbox me on the Facebook page, Acceleration Network, or you can definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel and speak with us there. And you can also check out the website, accelerationnetwork.com. Give us a call. We definitely looking for entrepreneurs, and if you want to speak and give out some of the wisdom and the knowledge that you have on the road that you took to become successful, we're definitely interested in hearing from you. Definitely contact us, but it's great hearing from y'all. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.